Well, hey, Summit family, here we are in basically a bonus session of our journey group study as we've been wrestling over the last 6 weeks through scenes from the life of Jesus found in the Gospel of Mark. And I don't know about you, but man, have I ever found it enriching. I found it just so refreshing to gather around with a group of people and to really wrestle through the Bible and really wrestle through this content to help us to grow personally and to grow as followers of Jesus and to grow as a community. And so I pray that your group's been amazing. I pray that you've really learned lots. I pray that God's done some incredible things in and through your group. And maybe just in prayer times, maybe just in conversations or sitting around having coffee or snacks, that God is moving in your midst. So today what I want to do is just take a quick second. We're going to look at the scene and then we're going to turn it back over to your journey group leaders and they're going to walk you through some questions as you just wrestle this scene. The scene we land on today is in the last chapter of Mark's gospel, and it's the scene of the resurrection. We just finished Easter season, and man, was it ever exciting. Man, was it ever busy. And it's such this monumental moment that we celebrate. And so Easter is this celebration of kind of the tragedy of Good Friday and the celebration of the resurrection that we see in this journey and in this scene. That there are three women who are grieving, they're hurting, and they are going to the tomb where Jesus has been laid, and they've bought the spices after the Sabbath so they don't get in trouble, and they're going to prepare the body for what is the custom of their day. And so they're making their way to the tomb, and they're thinking, man, how are we going to open the tomb up? How are we going to roll that stone away? What are we going to do? And they get there to be completely surprised, to be completely caught off guard. They're thinking one thing and God's doing something else. And so as they arrive at the tomb, the stone rolled away, the body gone, and they're caught in this moment of, this is not what we expected. Yet God was doing something absolutely incredible. God was fulfilling his promise. He said, don't worry, in 3 days I will rise again. And here they are, caught in this moment. And the angel who's there is kind of like, why are you looking for the living among the dead? Didn't you know that he was going to rise? And so this scene kind of propels us into, what does it mean for the resurrection of Jesus? Well, the resurrection of Jesus signifies the conquering of sin and the defeating of the grave and this new life that we have. Paul says it this way, that the same spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in us. And so this is pivotal for our faith. And so we have to acknowledge the resurrection, and we see how the resurrection actually brings hope in our situations, that the resurrection actually brings life to us, and the resurrection brings power to change who we are, that our circumstances can be different. And so what we're going to do today is turn it back over to your journey group leaders as they walk you through this, and then they're going to ask you one big question. What did you get out of journey groups this block, this season? And so we're excited about what God's doing, and we believe that God's going to continue to build community within you and your group. And here's the one thing I want you to know, that just because journey group ends doesn't mean that community ends. And so we want you to stay connected with each other, to continue to pray for one another, to continue to grow together, and watch as God does incredible things in and through you. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to your journey group leaders, and they're going to take you through some questions. And I pray that God will continue to move in and through you in this season as we just march forward in the calling that God has for us. God bless. Have a wonderful session.